Hey gang, it's Coach Rut from Bootcamp Fitness, and I have another pro tip for you. So last week on the interwebs, somebody started talking again about sitting being the new smoking, which is not a hot news flash. We've known that now for about 4 years. But as you can see, I'm in a seated position today, and this is where most people spend the majority of their time. They're in a seated position at work, they're in a seated position as they drive to their job, they're in a seated position with their children. Almost everything is in this seated position, and it also causes some internal rotation and some more stresses in that vein. So one of the things you need to make sure of in the screening process is that you have adequate hip flexion. So most people consider a 90-degree condition to be a normal hip flexion. That is not correct. In 2002, the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons said normal hip flexion is going to be at 120. So as a screening function, you need to be able to hold your knee in that 120 position for at least 30 seconds. If you really want to up your game, then you close your eyes and work on your balance at the same time. I'm not going to embarrass myself right now. There's a number of things that you can do to work on the hip flexors. The classic stretch would be what we refer to as the Samson stretch, which is to get into a kneeling position to drive the hip forward, that we want to stretch, and at the same time we want to contract the glute on that side, squeeze that glute as we move forward. You can put a band around your thigh and anchor it out in front to aid in stretching. You can also use a lacrosse ball in that region or a foam roller to loosen it up. So that's your pro tip for the day.